That, my friends, is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3's survival mode. The action here is constant, it's relentless, and oh so incredibly satisfying. Now, survival mode in Modern Warfare 3 is a brand new 2-player cooperative addition to the franchise. Your goal is super simple. Hold out as long as you can against the relentless waves of enemies eager to deliver rough justice on your head. Now, on this Insider Moves, we'll guide you through the mode, offer a few suggestions, and even an achievement tip or two. First, the basics. You start with a pistol, a pack of grenades, and your wits. That's it. Every kill you notch earns you cash though, which you can use to refill ammo, purchase new guns and equipment, call in airstrikes, and even unlock perks. You're even rewarded with cash based on how fast you complete a round, how accurate you are, how little damage you take, and so on. Even better, each round provides 2 challenges you can focus on to earn a ton of extra greenbacks. For example, the kill streak challenge requires you to net several kills in a row without taking any damage. Rampage is the exact opposite. You need to kill as many as you can as fast as you can to fill the gauge. Other challenges include knife streaks, flash kills, quad kills, and more. Focusing in on at least one of these each round is a great way to earn extra cash and increase your score. Now, at first, you'll have just the guns and ammo crate unlocked, but after 3 rounds, you'll have access to the explosives and air support caches as well, including access to claymores, C4, predator missiles, airstrikes, strike teams, and a whole lot more. Now, for my part, I actually prefer not to really spend any of my money on guns and ammo. Your opponents will actually drop plenty of that, starting with shotguns and graduating to MP5s, AK-47s, ACRs, and more. Instead, I spend my cash mostly on air support, explosives, and the invaluable sentry turrets. While you can get away in the early rounds kind of running and gunning, eventually you're gonna need to hunker down and set up a defensible position indoors if at all possible. When you do, it's all about setting up a deadly perimeter around your location. Your goal is to thin out the enemy ranks as much as possible before they get to you. To this end, I stock up on claymores and set them on the pathways to my location. I also toss C4 in an entrance for when they finally start pouring in. Finally, it's worth buying 2 sentry guns and placing them so they have the longest sight lines possible near your defensible location. Be careful though, enemies will target the turrets, so you've got to protect them when possible. Now, the enemies themselves will come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, from no armor to some armor to heavy armor, along with suicide bombers and dogs, juggernauts, attack choppers, and even chemical warfare troopers. There's an awful lot of baddies to contend with, but you can get a jump on them by paying attention to the man on the radio. Your guide to survival will pipe up at the beginning of every round and give you a heads up on what enemy types are coming.
Team, enemy air support is headed in from all directions. Find cover.
This way, if you hear choppers are on the way, you can be sure to have a predator missile at the ready to shoot it down.
Predator missile ready for deployment. Hostiles neutralized. Rearm if you need to.
Now, one thing that's pretty interesting about survival is that it's really a tremendous way to get ready for multiplayer. Every survival map doubles as a multiplayer map. So if you want to get comfortable with the layout of the maps before taking on all comers on live, survival is a great way to do just that. Finally, we have a couple of quick achievement tips for survival. First, you can easily pick up the birdie achievement for shooting down 2 choppers in survival without taking any damage, even if you're on your own. Pick the interchange map and have a predator missile ready when round 6 begins. Dive into the building right next to the air support cache right here and shoot down the first chopper as quickly as possible. Now sprint outside to the cache as quick as you can, buy another predator missile, and then head to this corner inside. This corner in particular because it's just really tough for the other chopper to see right where you are. Take it down as fast as you can and savor the 20 gamer score. For the Serrated Edge achievement, you need to polish off a juggernaut with your knife. Yes, very, very dangerous, but you can do it. Simply play any of the easy maps and stock up on flash grenades. When you get your first juggernaut, you want to soften them up at least a little bit with some gunfire or a frag grenade or 2. Then, toss the flash, which will stun them, and then give them a couple of stabs and run away. Wash, rinse, repeat until our large and in-charge friend finally bites you. There you have it, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed our look at survival mode in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. More importantly, I hope you enjoy your time with the mode when you get your hands on the game. Thank you for watching Inside Xbox. Have a blast on Xbox Live.